of cashing it in for touchdowns in the red zone.
They sure did last week at Cincinnati, and after a 1st and goal, they have to settle for a Borregales 22-yard chip shot. And a 3-0 lead.
And they rally to the football there and just don't give up anything.
Number 8 defense in the league. Coming into week 13, Gillen hits it. And the return by Marcus Jones. He can fly. Still going. Still going. No flags. Touchdown, Patriots.
Back, Marcus Jones takes it to the house on the punt return.
The extra point by Borregales, and it's 10-0. Exactly what the Giants couldn't have happened. 24th year is home to the Patriots, wearing their Pat Patriot gear. They wore from the mid-'80s until the early 90s. Here is Booty with his first catch of the evening, and he is out of bounds with enough for a first down.
Well, Josh McDaniels, they bring him in as the offensive coordinator, and what they feel with their tight ends, Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, they have a real advantage in the passing game against those looks.
Jumbo tight end in the game, so a bigger offensive set for the Patriots. Got a good block from the newest New England Patriot, Thayer Munford, who was with Josh McDaniels in Vegas. He got a good block there and a gain of 9.
Talked about a little bit earlier that they hit on, and he was playing really good football. And as you mentioned to begin the game, Joe, the offensive line had been one of the stable ones in the league.
Here's a wide open Hunter Henry, who gets stood up inside the 5, and it's first and...
A lot of big plays, both on the ground and in the air.
Here's one to the end zone, and Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, New England, working against Cordell Flott.
May.
6th of the year for Kayshon Boutte. Patriots with 16 snaps and 17 points.
Indefinitely while he undergoes treatment. Mike Vrabel told us that Big T, as he calls him, comes to the building when he can, that he's been through 2 rounds of chemo, is doing as well as can be expected, and is continuing to fight. Joe?
Yeah, December 10th on Disney Plus and Hulu. Here's a better carry by Singletary on 2nd down, and with that gain of 6, it'll be 3rd down when we start quarter number 2 here in Foxborough, and the Giants have to get up and get after him. It's been all New England so far. 1 quarter in the books. Take 3rd down. Get a little bit of momentum going. 3rd down and 3. They hand off and get it with Devin Singletary behind this offensive line. Legend has been delivered yet again. Jackson, take care of yourself out there.
Could tell in talking with him that he's grown a little tired of having those conversations with all the people that have had him with him.
Grenade, take your set.
Hand off to Singletary, and not much. Let's go down to Laura.
Hard to ignore.
Yeah, it really is, but you always hear about the guy having to be protected from himself. It's just his natural instinct, but they need him for the long haul as they hand off on 2nd and 9, and Singletary gets 1 again.
Well, when you look at the games that Jackson Dart has played this year, they have run. When your quarterback is essentially your best runner, and he's got the history of the hits, that's a tough one to try to navigate.
5 straight Singletary runs on this drive until now. Johnson with a beauty. And then a flag for the hit. What a good throw, good catch, and got hit by Jalen Hawkins, and the flag came out. Dart on 1st down, backpedaling as he finds Slayton. Nice move and right up the gut. Slayton to the end zone, touchdown.
Slayton's just able to make some people miss, and just great individual effort to get it in.
Officially goes down as a 30-yard touchdown catch and run, and it will stand And for Darius Slayton, that's his first.
Boy, they needed that one after getting behind 17-0.
Extra point is knocked through by Younghoe Koo. To be the MVP in 2025, Taylor and his Colts, they lost yesterday, and now they are not in the top spot in the AFC South. And a loss for the Rams, who lost the top spot in the conference, which right now is being held by the Chicago Bears, is Efton Chisholm.
The most.
He's found 5 different receivers. Here's Henderson. You can add another, so that's 6. And the tackles made by Okereke, as Abdul Carter has entered the game for the first night. You look at the numbers for Drake May tonight. He has that touchdown throw to Keisha in the opening quarter. Now May moves out of the backfield in a direct snap to Stevenson. And Ramondre is going to be about a half-yard short of a first down.
Well, right idea, and follow up on Drake May. I'm asked a lot, Joe, as to what characteristics are you looking for? Is it on? He leads the NFL in completion percentage. He's been good on all throws. It hasn't mattered where he's gone on the field, and he's been exceptional really since around week 6 when they started airing it out a little bit. He's been really effective throwing the ball deep.
Well, it's been fun to watch his progression happen. Mike Vrabel, he's got his quarterback, and
he's been able to do that certainly this year, and I think he did a good job of it last year as well.
3rd down and 1, and May is wrapped up by Carter. And Abdul Carter made the stop, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So he checks in. First time in the ball game during
quick to try to get up in the pocket to help out the tackles. And some of the sacks he's taken have been on him this year.
Here's a complete shank by the punter, Bryce Behringer. That went off the side of the foot after.
What are they able to do with it now?
Starting at their own 44. Singletary in the backfield. 5 straight carries started in the last possession. Here's Wan'Dale Robinson looking for some blocks on the edge. And his momentum is stopped by Craig Woodson, the rookie safety, after
the free defender also was able to make a play for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 6. Singletary this time, and a 3rd and short coming up. Woodson made that stop. A gain of 4 again. 3rd down and a couple tonight. First 2 drives. They run it, and they get it. Singletary again. This offensive line, which has been highly criticized over the last couple of years, has played pretty well in 2025.
I agree. They have not had a great offensive running backs, both of them averaging well under 4 yards a carry, but there have been some lanes here in this first half.
Van Roten, 35, and in many ways playing the best football of his career in his 11th year. Singletary, nothing. Right into the arms of Joshua Farmer, the rookie from Florida State.
That defensive line has created.
They're without Kyrus Tonga tonight, and it's the 2nd game missed for Milton Williams, who's on IR. Dart able to push it to Singletary, and a flag flies. Gonzalez on the stop.
He used to have with the Eagles against Strahan.
2nd down and 15. Dart. Robinson gets hit by Gonzalez. Forward progress. It'll be a gain of 2nd team All-Pro in 2024. 3rd down and 10. Dart steps up. End zone. Johnson can't make the catch. It looked like it was there. Hawkins was
enough. It didn't look like Hawkins got a hand on it, and that's a ball that, Theo is certainly capable of making.
47-yard try now by Younghoe Koo, and he stumbled. Gillen gets swallowed up. Patriots ball.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Look, lead for the Patriots, who get the ball after what goes down officially as a sack. I said a miss, but it's not a miss because he never touched the football.
Still perfect.
Here's a handoff to Henderson. Travion broke a tackle and gets a first down. And it goes down as a sack for Jeremiah Farms, who just came up off the practice squad. Travion Henderson is starting to get hot. And he's got back-to-back runs and back-to-back first downs as Adebo forced him out.
Well, Travion Henderson, obviously he's a rook against Tampa a couple of weeks ago.
Now he's wrapped up in the backfield by Tyler Newman. Good play by the safety, who came up with a loss of 1.
Well, they're going to need to come up with a stop and tighten up a little bit.
At the tip of the iceberg with him yet.
I think you could say the same thing about Drake May.
May out to his left. Flag on the play as the catch is made by Booty. But a flag is thrown in the offensive backfield.
Yeah, it looks like that might be a holding.
Rookie left tackle and Jared Wilson, their rookie left guard. We're going to highlight Ben Brown. That's who we think the hold was really against.
Yeah, well, you saw Garrett Bradbury. He was kind of like, what? Who was I holding? But that was a heck of a throw by Drake May.
Abdul Carter drew the hold. Here's a completion to get a lot of that yardage back as Booty makes the catch.
Some of that, especially the back shoulder fade, which has been highly effective for Booty this year also. It's been impressive to see how much progress he's made.
Patriots in field goal range at the moment. Here's one downfield and caught for the touchdown. Kyle Williams.
That's a big-time throw.
Borregales adds the extra point. And after that non-miss but sack for a week from tonight, Jalen Hurts will be trying to help his teammates pick up the pieces after that home loss to Chicago this past Friday. Olszewski gets hit hard and the ball comes out. Ellis got him down.
Yeah, I'm worried about him, Joe. He took a big-time hit by Ellis, and you see the mouthpiece come flying out. He wasn't moving, once again, with outstanding field position.
And, Troy, I'll add that that's not a penalty because he's a runner, so he can legally be hit in the head.
Yeah.
Man. He is in the blue medical tent. Drake May coming off that touchdown pass, right back to work, and he's able to complete it for a first down to Mac Hollins. A gain of 11. Drake May with 2 touchdown passes in the game, only 3 in.
Here we are in the 13th game, and it is noticeable how much he helps those tackles by the way that he's able to move up in the pocket.
He's at 79% with a completion rate tonight. As the carry by Stevenson picks up 4, and we are approaching the 2-minute warning. The Patriots can let it get there if they wish.
This would be a good time for Abdul Carter to make a play. Since he didn't start this game, this would be a chance for redemption.
2nd down and 6. Coming off the edge was Carter, and he forced that early throw. Stevenson makes the grab, but a nice quick tackle by Zaire Barnes.
He's got him rolling.
Just rip it off. 3rd down and 5. 5-0 November for Ben Johnson's Bears. The top seed in the NFC at the moment. Here's May, and not able to connect with Hunter Henry. Adebo in coverage brings up 4th down, and we'll bring
him or Theo Johnson for the Giants. You're a young quarterback. You got a tight end, athletic guy like Hunter Henry. Those guys are really valuable to a young player.
30-yard attempt. And the rookie Borregales, the reigning AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, is 2 for 2 tonight. New England as they lead by 20. Not a good night for Michael Gabriel's special teams unit. Singletary will return it from inside the 10. Able to cross the 30, and with a
defense. He's going back to Tampa Bay last year with Detroit, and he brings some real veteran experience to help this group.
2nd down and 10. They try it again, and this time able to connect with Theo Johnson. This time Craig Woodson was in coverage, the safety, in a gain of 5.
You know, you see New England leading the division in the cartoon that we showed, and then we showed Bob Kraft, and just the moves that were field and seeing all that's transpired from a team that had really struggled the last couple of years.
Back-to-back 4-win seasons, and now this. Dart is able to find a man while he jumped up in the air. The pass is caught, but short of first down yardage. Grab was.
It's just a part of his game that he's going to get roughed up.
4th down and 1.
Green 18, Green 18,
And they're not going to go. Tried to draw him off. Delay a game.
Mentioned, Joe. I mean, people say, what do you have to lose? Well, you do everything you can to try to win a football game, but at 27-7, I did expect that they would go for it.
So the special teams back out there for each side. Jamie Gillen. End over end punt. Marcus Jones with a fair catch inside his own 25 near the 20. Christian Ellis, but it has not been a good night for the Giants special teams.
No, it is not.
Gunnar Olszewski being evaluated for concussion as Mac Hollins makes the catch up at the 30, and with a timeout and just under a minute to go, it's number 25 on the year.
He's so good. He's impressive to watch, and he does an excellent job there against zone coverage, just finding the hole. And Drake May with time able to find him.
Here's a blitz. May out to his right is able to float it wide open is Stevenson. And Holland goes for about a 3-yard ride as Ramondre Stevenson catch 3 plays. They still have a timeout. 1st down at the 19. May over the middle. There he is again. Douglas. He got about 9, and with 7 seconds left, now 6. A timeout will be taken by Vrabel. And they will bring the field for Borregales, who made 4 last week. These have been short ones tonight. First one 22, next one 30. This one 28. Good snap, good hold, good kick, more points. And for the Patriots, 6 possessions, 5 scores, plus a punt return touchdown delivered. Second quarter, got his first full sack in the ball game here tonight, as well as this return by Singletary is going to end up shy of the 30. And we heard Mike
with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. They were just tougher than everybody they played, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Great special teams, and that's what we witnessed in that first half.
Here's Robinson with a catch. He darts out of bounds with a gain of 8. These are 2 New York.
Green 18, set.
Here in week 13. On 2nd down and 2, fighting for a 1st down is Tracy. And so the Giants able to get a fresh set of downs after that completion to Robinson, and then the carry by. Here's one floated for Johnson. Nice catch. Good throw and a spinning grab by Theo Johnson for 18 yards.
That he can make. I know that the one in the end zone would have been a tough catch for him, but one that he'll be thinking about.
Hurry up. You got it.
There is no flag. It was awfully close to delay of game, and you see the Patriots rally to the ball.
Reload. Set. Green 18, set.
Singletary over the right side. When Jackson Dart told us that at the line of scrimmage he has, quote unquote, the keys to the car, he was revving the engine there a second ago, moving guys all around and getting. Third down and 3. Wrestled out of bounds is Tracy, and it's Carlton Davis who made the play for the Patriots. A loss of 3. And now with the ball on the other side of the 50, it becomes 4th down.